Coal is the main energy of China, accounting for around 70% of primary energy. For a fairly long period of time to come, the dominant position of coal will remain unchanged, and the coal industry is still an important basic industry of China's economy lifeline and energy safety. The reserves of lignite, long-flame coal, oil shale, asphalt ore, etc. in the world is very rich. The reserves of lignite and long-flame coal in China accounts for above 60% of its total coal reserves, which has the characteristics of low coalification degree, high moisture content, high volatile matter, lower calorific value, etc. The new regenerative carbonization and pyrolysis process for lignite and long-flame coal via heat carrier-free rotating bed, invented by Shenwu, is a pioneer worldwide. This process adopts the regenerative radiant tube heating technology and rotating bed carbonization and pyrolysis technology with independent intellectual property rights, and works under normal pressure to realize partial gasification and liquefaction of medium and low-rank metamorphic coal to produce high purity and high calorific value artificial substitute natural gas, artificial synthetic petroleum and upgraded coal, which needs neither hydrogenation nor oxygenation. This process passed the appraisal organized by National Energy Administration (NEA) of China, who considers it reaches the international advanced level in October 2012. Main characteristics of Shenwu's regenerative carbonization and pyrolysis process for lignite and long-flame coal via heat carrier-free rotating bed. 1. Over 1 million tons per annum coal treatment capacity from single furnace. 2. With a thin layer of material, the coal is in stationary condition without rolling and compression. 3. The gas obtained from carbonization and pyrolysis is isolated from the fume, which is high calorific value and high purity. 4. The fuel with low calorific value, greater than or equal to 700 kcal per cubic meter, can be used as heating fuel, and the high-quality pyrolysis gas can be completely replaced to substitute the natural gas, or served as a high-quality chemical synthetic material. 5. High heat efficiency of carbonization and pyrolysis system, over 90%. The stock from the stockyard enters into the feedstock bin after going through the crushing, screening, and drying procedures. Feedstocks are continuously sent to the rotating bed via the feeder and are uniformly distributed on the furnace hearth of rotating bed via the distribution device. The pyrolysis gas generated in the furnace flows upward and enters into the cooling column via gas pipeline. The cooled non-condensing gas is sent into the substitute natural gas storage tank after going through the secondary cooling, electric tar catching, debenzylization, desulfuration, deamination, and other purifying procedures. The sewage generated during oil and water separation is recycled, and the remaining sewage is sent to sewage treatment unit. The cooled oily water enters into the separation column where the synthetic petroleum is generated. The synthetic crude is sent into the crude storage tank. It can be used as fuel oil or the feedstock for synthetic petroleum upgradation plant. Inside the rotating bed carbonization furnace, the roof and wall are kept stationary, while the furnace hearth and stock will rotate through the drive of hearth mechanism. The regenerative radiant tube burner will heat the stock. The stock can be pyrolyzed to upgraded coal by controlling the chamber temperature and the rotation of the hearth. And finally, the upgraded coal will be discharged from the discharging port in a sealed way. The coke quenching by water mist is adopted to cool the high-temperature upgraded coal, A large amount of high-temperature steam is generated after the water mist contacts with the upgraded coal, which will be sent to waste heat recovery system and exhausted into the atmosphere after being dedusted. The moisture content of upgraded coal produced from this process can be reduced to below 2%. The low heating value of upgraded coal can reach 6,000 to 7,900 kcal per kilogram. It greatly improves the conversion efficiency of combustion, thermal power generation, gasification and liquefaction of downstream process of coal utilization. The total coal consumption of China in 2012 is 3.6 billion tons of standard coal equivalents. If the petroleum and natural gas (NG) resources are produced with this process, each ton of medium and low-rank metamorphic coal can generate more than 20% petroleum and natural gas resources on average. In other words, more than 700 million tons of petroleum and natural gas resources can be extracted from the coal exploited in the same year. In addition, the total petroleum and natural gas consumption of China in 2012 is 580 million tons, of which 58% are imported. Therefore, the promotion of this process can not only effectively reduce the heavy reliance of China on imported petroleum and natural gas, achieve the substitute of petroleum and natural gas in China, but can also guarantee the energy safety of China, compared with the current conversion efficiency from coal to downstream deep processing products, such as coal to power, coal to synthesis ammonia, coal indirect liquefaction, coal to natural gas, coal direct liquefaction, coal to olefin, coal to glycol, etc. in the world. Shenwu's coal low-temperature pyrolysis and upgrading process has a high conversion efficiency of over 90%, which can greatly reduce the emission of greenhouse gases like CO2, etc., will be of great significance to the green low-carbon economy, as well as the sustainable development of environment. Furthermore, since the increased calorific value of upgraded coal, the coal transportation cost can be reduced significantly, and the coal transportation capacity is increased accordingly.